The ultimate motivations I wish to become a fully enlightened being in order to be the most beneficial, beneficent. I can carry out beneficent actions to benefit others, to bring them out of their unhappiness. Therefore, each of you, I will practice Zambala. And that will be at the beginning of Zambala's aspirational prayers. If you do it for any other reason, the effect will be less. Why? If you go work out at a gym and you do the exercises wrong, it's less time. Very simple, because there's a proven method. That's all. Therefore, some of us go to the gym for years after year, month after month. We look at ourselves, it's exactly the same. Why? Because we don't want to push ourselves to do anything more. So even the gym represents some sort of laziness and failure. Particleism. I've seen people in the gym 2-3 years. I look at them, they're getting bigger. Bigger. Nastier. Their look. Oh my God. Zambala is fat. He's stout. He's thick, and he has a golden, beautiful color. He's thick and stout, representing his lineage, which is the yakshas. These are the yakshas, that's his lineage. One is, and another way is, once he become enlightened, he can manifest any form. He can be gorgeous and whatever, But he chooses that. Why? Because in ancient times, the representation of wealth was obesity. If you had the luxury to be fat, it means you're rich. Because everybody else is working out in the sun, slaving away, pulling in, working at the plantation in the fields and being a slave, to their stomach. So if you were fat, be corpulent, and you had a huge stomach, everybody worshipped you. In fact, up to recent times, fat was in. Yeah, in Tibetan, if someone's fat and huge, they go, wow, you say, wow, he looks really good. All the time they say that. When I was fat as a rhinoceros running around the monastery, everybody said, wow, you look great. You look like a real you're a real wow, you are so magnificent. Wow. I come to Malaysia. Ew. What kind of monk is that? Fat and ugly. All he does is eat. Ew. Chinese culture, same thing, what? Up to a few years ago, if you were fat, they were like, wow, that's the risk. They want to marry their daughters off to the fattest guy in the village. Why? Got money, wrong. Yeah. Even in Tibet now, if you're fat, they think you're fabulous. It's only when we come out into the light and smell non-cheesy air, non-yak air, we realize fat is not in. I go back there, some of the monks say something, go, what happened? One of my friends did, what happened? Things been hard. They didn't mean it in a bad way. They actually say that to me, things have been hard. I think, yeah, but not that way, love. It's true. It's true. So, fat represents wealth. Zambala is the wealth deity. So, part of that symbology of wealth is obesity. He has so much money that he can lay around and do nothing, have everybody do it all. He has the luxury of being lazy. He has the luxury of not having to do anything to exert any energy to burn up any calories. It's that symbology. Alright? Then, he's wearing the 6 ornaments of a bodhisattva. Not that he's a bodhisattva, he's a Buddha. He wears the 6 ornaments of a bodhisattva, manifesting as a bodhisattva. Why? To show you the path that leads to wealth. The practice of the 6 paramitas, which you all know. Each ornament represents 1 paramita. Then he wears a beautiful shawl. And it's flying and radiant, princely and beautiful, representing his divine nature. Who he is. Although corpulent and fat and golden and has a haughty look, his divine nature is that Buddha, using that method to subdue you to become wealthy. He is golden in color. Golden. Like billions of gold. Like we break into Fort Knox, man, and we shine the biggest spotlight in the world, And then the light that comes from that is the color of Zambala's body. Why? Yellow represents increase. Psychologically, when we look at yellow, increase, spirituality, growth. Spirituality, if you translate into modern terms, it's personal growth. Oh, I'm very spiritual because I'm taking yoga and finding myself. How many times have you heard that BS? Well, it may be BS, but it means something. It means growth, self-growth. Spirituality is self-growth. Growing of yourself into a better person. Better. Alright? He's so fat that he can't sit in meditation posture. He can't sit like that because he's too fat. His thighs are too thick, his calves are too thick. He can't get into that position, so he sits at royal ease. So those who are very wealthy and rich, when we go to borrow the money, or we want things, we want to ask for a job, we want a favor, they don't sit there attempt like, they sit there like this. Yeah, and then Excuse me, I didn't hear you. They sit like that. Zambala sits like that, very haughty. I am somebody. And he is. He can sit like that. We can't be sitting like that. We get slapped down. Somebody will guess. Zambala sits like that because he's showing you two things. That's how we look to acquire and he has the royal ease of one who is free from samsara. He has no more worries. He doesn't have to take paper, no more suffering. He has all the money in the universe. So therefore he sits like that. Why? He's laid back. He's got everything. He's got chicks. He's got food. He's got money. He's got jewels. He's got everything anybody can want. Anything and everything anybody can want. Therefore, he's relaxed. Have you seen people who got everything? Have you seen them? They're relaxed. They're relaxed. They kick back. They stick their big ugly feet in your face. They are totally relaxed because they got everything. So Zambala sit there telling you, I'm relaxed. Why am I relaxed? I'm out of samsara. And you're not. He didn't say that part. Okay? That's why he sits in that posture. The posture of royal ease. There's a Sanskrit name for that posture. Never mind. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't help us anyways. Alright? He's got that posture of royal ease. All fame, all name, all reputation, everything that we want that comes along with wealth, fame, reputation, name, people want us, look for us, popularity, he's got. And it's under him, he's past it. Therefore, he stands on a conch shell. A conch shell represents victory over everything. So he steps on a conch shell with his right foot, with nectar coming out, representing he is famous. He has everything that wealth can buy. But he has overcome it. Because in ancient Indian symbology, when you step on something, it means you have overcome, or you have subdued, or subjugated. So when he steps on a conch shell, what has he subjugated? The ocean? I don't think so. He has subjugated everything that can make him not wealthy again. If you get caught up on popularity, name, you want to be famous, you want to get another stupid book out on you, you want to look like a bimbo again, and get another book on you, whatever. He's overcome that. His wealth cannot bring him down to samsara, so he steps in the conch shell. I am over that. I am over that. He's showing you. He holds a mongoose in his left hand, and he holds a bija put up fruit in his right hand. What is a fruit? What the hell is a fruit? A fruit is what we call result or dribu. Dribu in Tibetan we call result. Sun dang dribu. Sun is seed, dribu is fruit. So if we do something, we want to get fruit. But if we do something, we want to accomplish it. We want our work to bear fruit. So fruit means result. When Zambala holds a fruit in his right hand, it's not a jewel, a fruit. It represents through Zambala's practice, you can attain all results. Enlightenment. That's what it represents. So when Lord Zambala holds a fruit, it is representing him accomplishing all and having the fruit of his practice. And similarly, if we rely and depend on Lord Zambala, we will get seen. Very powerful symbology if you understand it. Then in his left hand, in order to attract you to come to practice to bear fruit, he shows you jewels. He holds a mongoose, spitting jewels. Why? For people like us, I don't want to be enlightened, forget it. You can keep your fruit, you can eat it yourself. No, but he shows us jewels. So he needs to attract us on two levels. For spiritual aspirants who want enlightenment, he shows the fruit. For samsaric people stuck in black tar of samsara like us, we need to be shown, hey, you can get some. So what does he have coming out of him? Jewels, diamonds, sapphires, emeralds. And these jewels are not those ones you get from Bokong or from, whatever, celebrity or I don't know, these jewels. These jewels actually have the power of granting wishes, wish-fulfilling jewels. So he's holding a mongoose. Why? In ancient India, we saw a mongoose running around your yard or whatever. It was a symbol of wealth coming, a child coming. Anything that you wanted will be fulfilled. Well, a child, good fields, good crops. Because people look for symbols. People needed hope. People needed something to liven up their dreary little lives living in a hut. So they looked for symbols. They wanted symbols. They wanted something that showed them something good was coming. An omen. Yes, a mongoose was an omen of good things to come. So therefore, in order for Zambala to attract the populace, to practice that they can get prosperity and the fruit, he showed them a good omen. And omen is the mongoose that brings luck. So there's a little bit of culture that goes along with this. It's okay. No problem. He sits on the lotus, not a sun disk. There's a difference between deities. Some on sun disk, some on lotus. He sits on a lotus with a moon disk. The moon disk under that is a lotus. Whether the lotus comes up or down doesn't really matter. That's just drawing. The moon disk represents that he has achieved fully enlightenment. Bodhicitta. During initiation, our Lama will visualize the moon along with the mantra and plant it in your heart. Symbolizing planting the seeds that you meditate on bodhicitta and you attain. So him sitting on the moon disk represents he has attained full bodhicitta, a full being of enlightenment. Full. He has completed the stage of the paths. And the lotus that he sits on symbolizes that, although very high and exalted, he may emanate, appear, go, and do anything, and he will never be sullied or dirty or polluted by samsara again. Him sitting on the lotus represents him above samsara, yet compassionate and not arrogant. His hair is tied up in a knot, half down, half up. Blue-black representing the true Dhammakaya nature. Blue-black is the representation in color of Dhammakaya. Dhammakaya is the realization of Shunyata. He has fully achieved Shunyata, and because he's achieved Shunyata, he has reached the highest state, the pinnacle. Therefore, his hair is tied, representing the highest point. And half bit down, representing he still works for the sentient being. That means if you solicit and pray to him, he's not sitting there up on a cloud enjoying himself with his chick, with Zambali or whatever, or no Yuma. Okay? He's still able to hear your prayer. So if little Millie does Zambala practices correctly, Zambala will help her. That's what the hair coming down means. You know, it's not like MTV, they blow when the hair is all over. They don't even look at you. No, this one's Zambala. Alright, it's blue-black representing Dhammakaya. People who want to take Zambala as their main practice, you will gain enlightenment. Temporarily, you can solve your problems of poverty by holding the vows that come along with Bodhisattva vows and doing the sadhana practice daily. And the sadhana practice daily can be transmitted to you with or without initiation. With initiation, it's much more powerful. And I gave extensive teachings on Zambala in Leo's house during the retreat. It is on tape, I think. Because at the time the tape were going, I don't know who, I wasn't even concerned. Anyways, it should be in the Charmer house if you want to learn more about Zambala's practice and its meaning and what to do. I'm just giving you an explanation of who he is and the lineage. Then, if you don't want to do Zambala's practice seriously, you have your own kind of idam or whatever, fine. Even having an image of Zambala somewhere, someplace, is very beneficial. Very, very beneficial. Why? Having any Buddha image is very, very beneficial. And Zambala kind of transcends everyone because he means money, wealth, gold, paisa. Everybody likes Zambala. Why? Who doesn't like money? I love money. Throw some at people. People throw money at you, you love it. No matter how much you have, you like, throw me more. Everybody loves money. You just say money, they're there. Yeah, money. So therefore, Zambala is universal. It's very beautiful because he's well known for money. That's a very low and cheap level of approaching him, but it's okay because if that's what it takes, okay. We can buy presents of Zambala statue because iconographically, he's attractive. I mean, he looks ancient. He looks antique. He's something that you can keep in a corner. You can keep on a bookshelf. You can keep on a desk. Why not? You don't have to make offerings in front of him. If you hold your vows, if you try to be a good person, you try to improve yourself all the time, that's the best offering to Zambala. You think one cheap little tiny stainless steel bowl of water in front of it? Hello! It's not even filtered. You drink the mineral, you give him 10. What's the point? You think he needs all this little cheap, tired offerings, and then you take a cheap incense that you save the dollar for because it's a chemical one, you put it in front of him, anybody else can choke. He doesn't need your cheap, tired incense, and then when you're in the mood, you make offerings. When you're not in the mood, you don't. They do all kinds of nasty things in front of picking your nose, running around naked, playing with your crotch, talking nasty things, in front of Zambala, in front of holy images. In fact, KMT, KP is very holy. If we do anything nasty and untoward in there, not very good. If all the Buddhas want you, and you're collecting what type of karma? The karma that you collect from doing untoward actions in front of holy beings is to be away from anything that is sacred and holy. For your mind to be blocked, and your mind to be deeper, darker, and unable to come out of a stupor. Why? If in front of holy beings we make offerings, we have so much benefit. How come in front of holy beings we do nasty things? We don't have to spit. Knowledge. It's not the holy being, it's us. It is us. Very simple. So if we got a Buddha statue here and we're jamming on the pornography here, turn it around, move it away, cover it, or move to another room. I mean, just because the statue's not there doesn't mean Buddha doesn't know. It's just respect from you, and that respect arises from what? Awareness. That's the whole point. And therefore, when you're not aware, you create damage to people around you, not just like that, everything. So that karma comes from what? The lack of awareness. And I mean, if you went to a temple, you went to a place that there's beautiful Buddha images, you see some gorgeous chick in front of you. Are you going to try to pick her up and say nasty things to her and try to get her in bed in front of Buddha? I don't think so. Are you going to try to pick up people in front of Buddha? In front of holy images? I don't think so. Why? Not that they don't know what you're doing. They have awareness. Awareness, the karma is very heavy. Very, very heavy. And you may say, I didn't know. Well, read your vows. It's in there. Read. R-E-A-D. Some of you did go to school, right? We have to use our education for higher things. Higher, better things, self-improvement. Very simple. So Zambala has that incredible energy. Whether it's white Zambala, whether it's yellow Zambala, red Zambala, black Zambala, blue Zambala, green Zambala, it doesn't matter. Just Zambala is the need. And they ask you the color, say, oh God, he was born with his previous color, so he got 10. The end. Don't need to talk too much. He has a lot of significance. A lot. Very powerful. Anyone can keep it. Anyone can keep it anywhere. It's a blessing for anyone. The object is good. Example, you give diamond to anyone, everybody's happy. Even people who don't know the value of the diamond, they don't know what. They throw it out, but it doesn't take away the quality of the diamond. Similarly, Zambala, give it to whoever, whatever, it's very good. And even if it's a one drop of imprint in their mind, do it. Give it. Have I answered everybody's questions? Everybody's questions has been answered, correct? Yes. I told you it's easy. Just focus. Just think and concentrate. And say, I will not forget because it will benefit that person. Train yourself up. People who forget all the time, you know what it is? I'm so sorry because that's what the Buddha says. It comes from only 3 factors: ignorance, and desire. And the extension of those 84,000 afflictions. Forgetfulness and always forgetting is another sign of extreme selfishness. Because we don't forget things for ourselves. Everything else we'll forget. So people who forget a lot is another indication, if you have read indications of the mind. Even if you look at psychology, it's pretty much the same. Western psychology. Mind that doesn't concentrate, that doesn't focus because they don't feel it's important for themselves. Or they don't feel you're important. Yeah. So someone always forgets they're your partner, they're your friend, they're work around you, they're with you. It's a clear sign that they don't think much about you, they don't bother you. If that's not the case, it's deeper. It's more very selfish. That's why they always forget, and then when they forget, they create damage to you and other people. And stress and unhappiness. And they see that, yet they keep doing it again and again. They don't make awareness. Actually, they're very selfish. And even their Attachment to you or being with you is not for good reasons. It's for themselves. Samsara begins. Samsara ends. Samsara starts. Always there. In awareness of such a heavy practice. Heavy practice in Dharma. In all Dharma, all schools of Dharma, everywhere, in every country. Awareness is key to happiness. Questions? Good. We got a very extensive, within 3 levels. Small, medium, and large. And in the small, you got an extensive. Talk on Zambala, its meaning, its real meaning, its definitive meaning, its outer meaning, its symbolism, its color, its pose, its existence, where it came from, the history of the iconography, where it all started, you got complete. The more we listen to Dharma, the more we get knowledge. The more we get knowledge, the more weapons we have to fight ourselves and cherish it. So if we're enthusiastic for listening to Dharma, we're awake, we're alert, we don't fall asleep, we don't feel agitated. It's a clear sign that we want to do something about ourselves. When we fall asleep, we're not alert, we're agitated, doing Dharma talks. One can be the speaker is boring as hell. Excuse me. Right? Or number 2, we're not really